Hello friends, Assalamu alaikum. Today I will discuss about the bin filter uses on the top of the purified or water coordination or any other type of storage tank. Basically, bin filter is very common for any type of water storage tank due to the various purpose, especially for the pharmaceuticals applications. Use of bin filter is very much crucial to maintain the water contamination free or microbiological contamination free. So with this, in these sessions, we will be learn about the purpose of the bin filter and different guideline reference actually for the said by different guidelines like the USFDA, WHO, Health Science Authority, and ISPE. And also we will be able to know about the filter type, actually what type of bin filter should be used for the water tank, filter micron size replacement frequency, and the integrity test as well. So this is actually shown a physically storage tank. There is a vent filter, and this is the temperature actually what is maintaining in this vent filter. So first of all, if we said about the purpose of vent filter, we well know that vent filter are used to prevent the liquid contained into storage tank from microbiological or contamination carried by the inlet replacement air. When filling in the tank, the air is pushed out through the vent connection, and the same way when drain the water, then fill up the contamination air into tank to maintain the tank ambient pressure or atmospheric pressure. So what actually mean when the tank is full and if the distribution pump is running, then tank is going to the empty. So if the tank is going to the empty, so we need to fill up the tank by the air to maintain the atmospheric pressure. Then what will happen? Then air come through this vent filter to inside this storage tank to maintain the atmospheric pressure balancing purpose. So in that case, if this air is coming inside this tank and if it is contaminated air, then definitely all the water will be contaminated. So that's why it is recommended to use the sterile air filter is here so that the contaminant free air is coming into this tank. So on the same other way, when there is a when water tank is filling by the input water, I mean purified water, then the water tank is fill up, and there is a pressure rising inside this tank. So what happened when the tank pressure is increasing, then this additional air should goes out. So this is the vent filter through where this positive air actually goes outside through this sterile vent filter air, vent filter cartridge. So that's why this vent filter is very much important. So let's see actually what said about different types of guidelines regarding this vent filter. If we say that think about the FDA guideline, then actually what they said that the one component of the holding tank that generates the most discussion in the vent filter. It is expected that there will be some program for integrity testing this filter to assure that it is intact. Typically, filters are now jacketed to prevent condensate or water from blocking the hydrophobic vent filter. So if this occurs, the vent filter become blocked. Possibly either the filter will rupture or the tank will collapse. There are methods for integrity testing of vent filter in place. So if I think about the this guideline, so what happened? Actually, if this vent filter is fully blocked, then air cannot intake here or cannot exhaust here. So there will be a pressure difference between the tank. So that's why it will be collapse the tanks and break the equipment. So this is very much important. What they said, and they also said that their guidelines, the integrity testing. So later we will discuss about the what type of integrity testing should we do on this filter. So let's see actually what said about the WHO guideline. Level of liquid to fluctuate. I mean, tank inside water to be empty as well as to be fill up. So that why the internal water level are fluctuated. This filter should be bacteria retentive, hydrophobic, and should ideally be configured to allow the situ testing of integrity. I mean, these filters should be bacteria retentive and hydrophobic filter. So I think all of you know the hydrophobic and hydrophilic. There are two types of filter. So in case of hydrophobic, this is actually the air filter. So that we will use. So let's see what about said in the Health Science Authority guideline. In the Health Science guideline, they said the use of bent filter. Storage tank must be vented to allow for fluctuation in water level in order to prevent collapse. I mean, so if in the tank, inside the tank, water will be sometime empty, sometime filling. So there should be water fluctuation, and to maintain this air pushing out and pushing in, there should be a vent filter. The vent filter must be fitted with the sterilizing filter to prevent the air entering the tank from microbiologically contaminate the stored water. And also they have said that the filter should have porosity of less than 1 micron and hydrophobic. They also said on less than 1 micron and hydrophobic. Integrity testing of the bent filter shall be performed regularly. I mean, at a certain time interval, we should done the integrity testing of that bent filter, and it is recommended every 6 or 12 months interval. So at the same time, if we said about the ISP, let's see what said about the ISP regarding the bent filter design. The ISP guidelines said that the design of the vent filter depends significantly upon the operating parameters of the associated storage tank and the flexibility for periodic maintenance. Okay. Also, they have said that where filter are used, care should be taken to prevent wetting of the filter. So this is very much important. Care should be taken to prevent wetting of the filter. So what they said actually, this is the filter. So during the sanitization process, we know that during sanitation there is some steam vapor is coming here. So this vapor actually escape through this filter. So if this is escape, this filter becomes the weighted. So if this filter is weighted, there is a chance of microbiological growth here. So that's why there is we need to maintain this filter temperature always more than 80 degree, so that this filter remain always heated and no chance of microbiological proliferation here or microbiological contamination here. So this is very important. If we use a filter, definitely we need to maintain the temperature that is actually need to kill the bacteria or any other microbial growth inside this filter. So this is very much important. That point actually said by the ISP guideline. Also said that control measure to avoid accumulation of condensed vapor in the vent filter housing include electrical or steam heated tracing and a self draining orientation. If heat tracing is used, the temperature should be set above the dew point temperature of the vapor space and below the manufacturer maximum temperature rating of the cartridge. So this is said by the ISP guideline. Through the all the four guideline, we actually know that filter type should be hydrophobic and vent filter. Filter micron should be less than 1 micron, and preferably it is 0.2 micron is better. Replacement frequency every 6 or 12 month interval, and integrity testing should be regular interval to confirm the its process is okay or not. So thank you, friend. Today this is all. Thank you very much.